Hello everybody, this is Jeff Sutherland, host and producer of Jeff Star Talk Show. We're on the air, so make sure you tell that special friend. The camera crew and myself are on location as we speak at the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills for the 25th annual Golden Boot Awards. That's right, 25 years, quarter of a century old, founded by the late great Pat Buttram. A lot of stars are slated to be here tonight, including the legendary Jane Russell, Robert Culp, Chad Everett, Patrick Wayne, John Wayne, and Gene Autry. His family is going to get that special award in memory of the late two great actors who both celebrated 100 birthdays just recently. So many, many more. So without further ado, let's get into our very first guest tonight here at the Beverly Hilton with the legendary screen actress, Jane Russell. How you doing, Jane? You look so lovely. Thank you for coming on the 25th annual Golden Boot. Jane Russell.
Oh, we're going to talk.
You're gonna? Yes, how about that? You're looking great. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Jane, you're a legendary actress. What does the 25th annual Golden Boot Awards mean to you?
Oh, well, the Western people were the nicest and the friendliest, and they were great.
Who can ever forget the Outlaw? You know.
Oh, boo. No, we did.
The Son of Paleface with Bob Hope. That was one of my favorites. You did, and then the
I did a lot
Clark
of
Gable.
I did a lot of Western.
You know, musical. You're fantastic. You excel. Is Westerns one of your favorite genres to do?
Yeah.
You did fantastic. Thank you, Jane Russell. Jane Russell. Jane Russell, everybody.
Here. Make him do Tony.
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
Can you do a little Donald Duck?
Howdy, folks. It's good to be here.
How about a sneeze for Donald Duck?
Achoo!
Jane Russell and Donald Duck. I mean, what can I say? The 25th annual Golden Boot Awards. You get it all here. So my next guest is a familiar face. Every year, the Golden Boot. He has his own rodeo in Texas, the Dean Smith Rodeo. Legendary stuntman, actor, performer, talking about the one and only Dean Smith. Dean, thank you for coming on.
Appreciate you inviting me.
Don't you look great?
Well, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, you know, you're getting that award tonight.
No, I'm not getting an award.
Well,
I'm presenting an award.
You already had your award.
Yes.
And you're presenting an award to who?
Caruth Bird.
Caruth Bird. Now, he is a well-deserved person to get that Golden Boot.
One of the founding fathers of the of the Golden Boot. He and Gene Autry and Pat Buttram, them started this thing 25 years ago today, and I'm just so proud to be here. I was at that first Golden Boot.
You were at the first one, and you already got your Golden Boot. What year did you get your Golden Boot?
I think I got mine in 98,
98.
About 9 years ago.
What is it? Now, this is a quarter of a century of the Golden Boot, founded by the late, great Pat Buttram, and most of the proceeds go to the Motion Picture Home. Hollywood takes care of their own.
Yeah.
What does the Golden Boot Award mean to Dean Smith?
Well, it means that it's something that they honor cowboys who have spent their lifetime working in Western movies. A lot of times, you know, you have the Academy Awards and all kind of awards, but there's been a lot of great talented people in our business, and it's just due that they get this, you know.
Right.
And to me, my Golden Boot's as important as that Academy Award ever thought about being. I got it on my mantle at home.
I tell you what, you did so many films, so many stunts. You've always been a great performer. Before, in front of the camera and behind the camera, I liked you in El Dorado when you were in that scene with James Caan. It looked like you really got stabbed with a knife. What kind of a protection did you have to have on a stunt like that?
Oh, man, Hulks had a little pad on me here. Had a piano bar over there, and he had a handle on that knife, and I reached and grabbed my gun and shot me, and I fell over that chair, and they couldn't figure out where Conn had. He pulled that knife out from behind
Yes, he did.
his
Yes.
hat there and threw it at me.
Well, you know, another great actor, Christopher George, was also one of the characters in that. Dean, I want to congratulate you. Tell our audience a little bit about the Dean Smith Rodeo.
Well, I have a rodeo. I've had 3 of them, and it's called the Dean Smith Celebrity Rodeo. I do it for cancer. I did one for the John Wayne Cancer last couple of years, and then I did one for the American Cancer Society for Ben Johnson. I have multiple myeloma bone cancer. It's not curable, but it's treatable, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to do one more next year. And of course, the Golden Boot is a wonderful thing, and all the proceeds go to the Motion Picture Home. So I'm at the point in my life where I feel like I'm having to put back what I've already
You're
got.
doing a mighty good job at that. Thanks to Dean Smith, your rodeo for the Cancer Society, and also the Golden Boot for the Motion Picture Home. You're doing your share for giving back, and we thank you. We all love you.
Thank you so much.
Dean Smith, everybody, great guy. Thank you, Dean. This man right here is receiving that very special honor. Mainstay here, one of the founders of the show, and I'm talking about Kruth Bird. God bless you, and I'm always good to see you every year.
See you every year.
Now, what do you think of the Golden Boot 25th quarter of a century old?
I appreciate it. Bill, how you doing, buddy?
Bill Smith also here.
Will you sit down? Yes. Hi.
That's Bill Smith. Just come in. Bet Kruth.
I've known Bill a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Anyway, the Golden Boot Award started 25 years ago, and the people are still the people who have come to it. They're supporting it.
Right.
We had a couple of problems the first couple of years, and I kind of took care of that.
You sure did.
But it has grown. Unfortunately, we've lost 70% of our
Founders,
people,
huh?
the people that we're going to give the Golden Boot to.
Yeah.
But they're looking down on us, and we miss them. We spent a lot of good days with them, but not enough years.
Not enough years.
That's
Pat
right.
Buttram, Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, Clayton Moore, all of them.
And I lived next to, I was Gene Autry's neighbor for 25, 30 years. But in fact, I'm going to say that in my speech tonight.
Good.
I'll write my speech when I get at the table.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, well, unless you help me.
Well, Kruth, you look great. Matter of
Good to
fact,
see
you
you,
said
buddy.
you lost 20 pounds. You look fantastic.
25, 30
And
pounds.
we always love to see you at the Jim Roberts Roundup when you
Yeah,
play
good
that
to see you.
keyboard. Don't stop
Thank you,
doing that.
pal. Good to
Kruth
see
Bird,
you.
everybody. God bless you. Congratulations. This is Chad Everett and his lovely wife. And now, what does this Golden Boot mean to you at the 25th annual?
Well, I'll say some of it when I present to Lee Horsley this evening.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the Golden Boot represents our recognition of Western heroes and their ability to work hard, be at home in the open, recognize hard tasks, stick-to-itiveness, get the job done, all the things we kind of admire in people. That's what we're honoring here today.
Chad, I love you in Westerns. I mean, I know you're in medical center and all that, but I loved you in Centennial, which is one of the best miniseries ever. And also the one you did with Glenn Ford.
I love that.
Oh,
yeah, that was
Tell the
fun.
audience a little bit about that.
Well, that was, Glenn is a special person, and we sort of laid in the weeds for each other. We had a lot of fun. We'd work all day in the hot sun on the desert, and then Shelby would have tequilas and sangria for us, and then we'd all go out to dinner. But Glenn was, I was watching him a lot, and he did a very funny story. When I'm dead, and he's throwing his gun in on top of my coffin.
Yeah.
There's about 250 people standing around, and so they're watching what he's doing. And he looked over and he said, "I'm really disappointed in you." What? And everybody looked at me and he said, "I thought you'd understand how important it was for you to be in that hold, for me to play off of, for my emotion." And everybody looking at me like I was the worst person in the world for that.
That's a good one, Glenn Ford. Tell us one Centennial. I loved your character in that in Centennial. You had played a very powerful character because you were for the American Indian and how they were mistreated. What was that like?
Well, when I read it, I called my agent. It's the only time I ever said, "Don't lose this for money."
Yeah.
Because I read it and I had the keys to it. See, Mercy was a major from the time he was 35 when he started. He was 63 when he finished.
Yeah.
He went through 7 presidents, and he was still a major.
Wow.
When a 35-year-old Custer was a general.
Wow.
And the key to that was the key. He identified with the Indians. That's why he also wasn't dead, because he went out and changed treaties every time, and they didn't kill him. And so that was the key to his whole character.
That's why you played it so well.
I got a letter from Michener
Yeah.
that said what you did was what I had in mind.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Well, they had an all-star cast, but you had one of the biggest roles in it.
Everybody in Hollywood was in it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Robert Conrad in it, and
He was
Richard
marvelous.
Chamberlain. And,
Yeah, everybody was in
But
it.
your character was very believable, and I kind of felt for you because you really wanted to be there for them, and they were treated bad, and it kind of brought that up to the forefront.
Last scene with Nick Ramos, who just passed recently.
Right.
Nick Ramos and I, when he's standing there with President Lincoln's.
That was touchy. It was very touchy.
It tore us up too.
Tore us up, and I said, man, Chad hit that right on. I said, you hit that right on. I
Well,
love
the director did a wonderful thing there. Nick was over preparing, and he was walked past the teepees, had his back, and the storm was brewing. And he was preparing for the scene that we had together. and the director said, "Roll cameras, get that," and he left that in the film.
Oh, I love
it was just.
You keep doing those westerns, you're good at it.
I love doing it.
Chad Everett, everybody. God bless you.
God bless.